Hello people of the internet, my name is Esther and welcome to my room. I know I haven't uploaded for a while, that's because I've been having a lot of exams and I also had my state exam, and I'm proud to say that I'm getting a diploma with a highest mark available, which is a 5 in Hungary. So I'm really happy about that. And now that I'm finished, I can start filming again. So let's jump right into it. For one of my exams I had to watch a bunch of movies. These are contemporary movies and a lot of them are well known and some of them are maybe not that much. And there were a bunch of movies I really enjoyed and I think you guys should be watching them. So I'm going to talk about them. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is titled Memento. The whole movie starts with someone getting shot, and throughout the movie you're gonna find out why this person got shot and who is exactly the killer. The main character himself suffers from kind of short-term memory loss, which means that every time he goes to bed he forgets what happened the previous day. So the movie is about how he tries to patch his life together. This is a slow-paced movie and it requires you to really pay attention, so no smartphones allowed. I think it's worth watching because it's very engaging and it's a little bit of a different story than what you would have with normal crime movies. The next movie I'm going to be talking about is the Grand Budapest Hotel. The reason why I'm talking about this movie is because it has a certain type of charm. I had to watch this movie 2 times. We watched it before with my mom around the time when it came out, and now for this class, and I definitely appreciated it more for the second viewing. The reason behind this is probably because I think for me the biggest thing this movie has is its charm. It has adorable characters in it that are very unique. It has a very unique storyline, but what I really like is the way it was shot. It has beautiful scenery, and it's very an interesting and the best word I can use, charming movie. So that's why I would recommend if you want to see something like that. It doesn't have a very exciting plot or it's not very fast paced, but I think it's a movie you should watch at least once just to see what it looks like. The next movie I'm talking about is titled Frances Ha. It's a very everyday movie. It's about a girl who has troubles with her best friend, money, living situation, romantic life and work. So, you know, a very typical movie. But instead of being so fast-paced and big events being blown out of proportion, it's very relaxed and very real-life-like. It's in black and white. It's again a more slow-paced movie. I don't know if you guys are sensing a theme, what I'm really into right now. It's so different from any big Hollywood movie you would be watching because it's more slow-paced, it's more realistic, and I really like it. It's shot in black and white, but instead of that making the whole movie more dramatic, the movie somehow remains positive. It has this positive feeling throughout, even when Frances has to face difficulties in her life, and I really enjoy that. The next movie is titled Waltz with Bashir. I think that's how you say it. Now, this is a heavier subject than any of the previous movies. It's an animated documentary film, which is an interesting choice in itself, so that's one of the reasons why I would suggest watching it. Another reason why I think you guys should be watching this movie is the subject. It's about war and it is very frightening, but also I think, and it's easy to say that, oh, I don't want to watch it. I don't particularly like these movies, especially when they are based on real life events, but I think time to time it's important to watch something like this to know what's the stake of war. Okay, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was a big thing when it came out, because I know it's because I heard a lot about it back then, but I never watched it. But I got around to watching it, and if there's someone who's been late to the game, I suggest watching it. I would say, as a little bit of trigger warning, that it does contain quite a bit of violence, so if you don't really like that, then probably stay away from it. The movie is about a journalist who has to investigate a missing girl who's gone missing, like, I think 30 years ago probably, and he teams up with a hacker girl who has a dragon tattoo, and the two of them start a small investigation. For me, it was an interesting movie because the main character is a journalist, and I might become a person of media, and there might be a chance I got to do some investigative work. And it was interesting to see how journalists are similar to detectives in a sort of way. And the last movie I'm going to be talking about is Goodbye Lenin. The movie is happening just after the fall of the Soviet bloc in Europe. It's placed in Germany, where the main character is a boy whose mum fell into a coma before the fall of the communist Germany, where she was a big activist. And when she wakes up, the doctors say that they shouldn't excite her, or she might fall back into a coma or have another breakdown. And the guy decides that his mum would be very upset knowing that the communist era is over, so they decide to keep up the illusion that communism still exists in the country. I really like the movie because Hungary is a post-communist country, but I was born after the end of communism, and for me it was interesting to see how the previous world looked like, and how these people say goodbye to the past and embrace the future. So these were all the movies I wanted to especially speak about, but I'm gonna put the full list of movies I had to watch in the down bar, in case you guys are interested in what they are teaching at universities. There are some very canonized movies such as Avatar or Lord of the Rings, so those you guys probably seen, but there are some Asian movies too. There's nothing from India, because there was a separate course about Indian movies. I did not take it, but that's why they weren't teaching it in this class. I hope you guys enjoyed this movie. And now the summer's here, I'm gonna continue filming. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did so, please give it a thumbs up. Have you watched any of these movies? Or is there something else you think deserves a shout out? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you're interested what I might upload next, please subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!